Renee Bays,
Rakim John,
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 Renee Bays,
Rakim John.
Hello and welcome to Podcast of Color. We're 4 trash bags, of course this week 3. Trash bags of color come together to make sense of the world. For the penultimate episode. That's right, y'all. This is gonna be our last. Well, next week is gonna be our last episode for the foreseeable future. Not gonna go into like a whole lot, but I guess just in general, we're just all like in different places in our lives and have a lot of different stuff going on, and don't really have what is the word I'm looking for? Don't have like the
Tiempo?
Huh?
What?
Wait, what'd you say?
Tiempo? Time?
I mean, time, yes, time. But it's
I know
also
what you're
just
trying
like
to say.
I had words that I wanted to use, and of course they're failing me. But yeah, like we just all have like a lot less time, and we all have like a lot of other things going on in our lives, and we've done this show for about 2 years now, for over 2 years now, and what it provided for us when we first started is not really necessarily doing that anymore. So I think that for now we're gonna step away. And then, if we come back, we come back. But if we don't, there's plenty of other queer podcasts now. So, yeah.
Oh no!
But
we're so thankful for this journey that you guys have joined us on.
We are. Some of y'all have really been here since day one, and
Yeah.
that's wild to me.
Like, ride or die. Like, actually, a lot of y'all came up to me at Fruitcake, and I really, really, really appreciate that. And all the people that were just like, oh, like, I love the show. Thank y'all so much. Like, I was trying to be like,
about that. I hate it.
But no, thank y'all so much. And honestly, like, we're really, really grateful and like just kind of shook at like the response that y'all have given us. And like Beza said, like, we started the show in March of 2016. Yeah. Like, we all lived in the same state. We were all in the same time zone. Like,
the same city.
Same city. Yeah. And like, it's just kind of been crazy with, honestly, wow. I actually don't remember what life kind of was like before the show.
Yeah.
So
it's
that'll
crazy.
be,
it's such a part of our life.
like,
now.
Truly. So yeah, we're just really, really happy about that. And thank y'all so much for being so supportive and being trash bags with us, and we appreciate that. And we're still gonna have like a really ratchet time for this and last episode. So we're gonna give y'all 100 episodes of goodies.
My goodies, not my goodies.
Boom, 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 boom.
Jean, Miss Jean, you have any words for the people?
Any words?
Yeah, I wanted to, like I said earlier, thank you for everyone for joining us on this journey and for watching, being a part of our growth. And we're hoping that you have also grown with us. And even though we're trash, we hope you took something away from this.
The way you said that was just like, yeah, we're garbage. But.
We're garbage, and we know that, and we stand self-awareness, but we also stand you guys and y'all for standing with us. So thank you again. And
what's the question of color, sis?
the question of color is
The cack for the penultimate time.
No, hopefully for the last time, because that
Cackety, cack,
Oh,
ha!
what an
Cock.
that's honestly actually why we're quitting the show,
because we can't stop saying
because
that.
I before we recorded I said, if y'all say that word again, that's it. And John said it, so
There you go.
yeah.
So here it is. The question of color is, what character do you think you play in other people's stories? And I think I'll go first because this is my question. I think in general, I would like to hope and think that I am the supporting actress in other people's stories. I've been told that I am people's sisters and moms, and that really means a lot to me. And I hope that is true. Maybe in some cases I am not the best character. Maybe I am unfortunately a heartbreaker, which I will own. But
And what about it?
And what about it? Yes, exactly.
What about it?
We all have done that at some point, whether or not we know it, but I think I know it. Yeah, so that's who I am. Who are y'all?
I'm just that mysterious dark-skinned bitch who kind of like shows up and is like sexy and then like leaves. That's who I am.
So you're like Michonne from like The Walking Dead. Have you seen that at all?
Sure. Yes, I have. First of all, bitch. Yes, I have. I have seen The Walking Dead.
Oh, I haven't. So that's why.
Oh, okay. I thought you were coming for me.
No,
like,
no.
Bitch, you uncultured bitch. You ain't seen Walking Dead, bitch.
No, I was asking like Michonne. Like I was trying to think of like a sexy dark skinned person that comes and leaves. I was just thinking of her, and then I thought of Okoye from Marvel, and then I realized they're the same person. So
there you go.
A mood.
Oh.
I think that yeah. See, mind blown, right?
I didn't know they were the same. Yeah.
If like when Michonne she cut off the dreads and like went to Wakanda and joined the Dora Milaje. I would say like I'm the. Okay, so you know how in like some stories there's like the kind of person who's like not necessarily like evil, but they're not necessarily like good either, and they kind of like pop up throughout the story and you don't really know like why they're there, but like when the plot kind of is like revealed, it makes sense like what they're doing in the background. Like that's what I kind of feel like. I don't know, that's like oddly specific, but I think it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I would say I'm the if we're using like John's Oscar things, I would say I'm the lighting technician of a lot of people's lives.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay. I can see that.
I do that a lot, so I would say that.
I also think that collectively that we are a lot of queer people's characters, you know? Like, a lot of people don't have a lot of queer people in their life, and we're just that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, I get what you mean.
You're like, oh, when someone thinks of, like, if my family thinks of a gay person, I think they'll think of me, like, lack of a better word. You know what I mean? And, like...
but, like, I'm just thinking, like, is that good? Like, because
I don't know. I think it's both. It's good and bad.
It can.
Yeah, it can serve as both.
It can be the gateway to acceptance.
Exactly. I think we're the source of their learning, but also, like, a source of their outlet to be homophobic.
Right. That was like, and also
a target.
Yes.
Yeah.
What character do we think our anti-capitalist Renee is? Is he the anti-capitalist character?
I mean, like
Renee is the just like came home from college, like learned all about like anti-capitalism, is gonna tell you all about it.
Right.
For some reason, like, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I feel like if Renee were like in a horror movie or something like that, I feel like Renee would live. Like, I don't know why, but when John, when you said that, I automatically thought of like Bird Box, and I was thinking like Renee would absolutely survive that. Like, I don't. know.
Renee is a street smart
like
ass bitch. Like,
for sure,
no question.
Renee's like blindfold for what?
Like sticks finger in mouth and test the air.
Right. Where they do that at?
Like that is very much Renee. He's like, oh, that ain't nothing but some tree bark.
Like I really feel like Renee. Like if Renee got like, you know how like Bear Grylls would do like Man in the Wild. Like yes,
be like tasting shit just to figure out which direction to go in. Yeah,
I could absolutely see. I don't know. Wait, what was the original question?
Which character do you play in people's lives? So Renee plays the survivor.
The survival mode.
Renee's the I told you so character. He's like, I told you.
Oh, yes. Renee is the one that everyone like has been spitting truth the whole time.
Yeah.
We like listen to them, and then when it blows up in our face, we turn around and we're like, damn, sis.
Oh my God. Okay, you know in Bird Box when like the people, I don't know why I keep going to Bird Box, but in Bird Box why the people like keep trying to like get you to open their eyes and they're like, you have to see the light. Like Renee's like that, but like it's actually true what he's saying. It's not like he's actually by the like, you know, kind of you have like the people that's like the guy in the kitchen in Bird Box. I was like, this is what this is. It's this demonic thing and it's this and it's from this and it's Zoroastrianism and blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, girl, how do you know all this? That's Renee. I can see it.
There you go.
Well,
What?
So are we ready?
Yeah,
I think
we're ready.
the question has been answered.
When Jesus says yes, we move on
Nobody
to the next
can say
segment.
no. Oh my god! I just saw this ad for this light skinned woman who looks exactly like Amber Riley, and I thought it was Amber Riley with powder on her face, but it's not.
You thought she was doing bleaching like Azalea Banks?
I didn't think she was bleaching. I
She's
thought it
not
was like a joke or
bleaching.
something.
Is Azalea Banks bleaching?
Yeah, you didn't
She's
know
like,
that?
girl, she's like the poster child for bleaching.
right.
Oh, just kidding. And,
Brr, 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 brr.
see you guys in Discourse. Brr, brr, brr.
Brr, 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 brr. Hello, and welcome back to.
What was that
Podcast
voice?
Color. Yes,
A whisper.
Yes.
A careless whisper.
Talk to us, Daddy.
So, first of all, let's start off with Miss Josephine Baker. It is her birthday today.
John, do you know who that is?
Not you coming for her over this.
I'm kidding. But do you?
Wait, do you know? Wait, do you know who it is, John?
Yes, I do now.
Anna?
I don't watch a lot of I guess
History?
What kind of movies?
Not
What kind
history.
of movies would you kind of?
She's not in a lot of movies, though. That's the thing. She's not really known for her movies.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
ooh.
So
She's known for being a
She's like, so
performer.
what is she? No.
So, what do you do, Miss Josephine Baker?
What do you do successfully? Quickly.
Quickly. She starts listing it all off. Josephine Baker is an actress, performer. She's a black woman who was born in 1905 in, I believe, Louisiana. She went on the stage, and then obviously she wasn't appreciated as a black actress here in America, so she moved to France, where she became a celebrated celebrity.
Still hated the
she
Negroes,
did-
though, but yes.
They did still hate the Negroes, but they fetishized us, so it was like a little different. But yeah, so she found great success there. She lived there pretty much for the rest of her life. She tried to come to America to like try it again, and they weren't having it. They wanted her. She was singing like the things she was singing songs that they didn't feel like black people needed to be singing. Like they were too soft, and like they wanted her to be playing like jumping jazz ass music, singing jumping jazz ass music. And she's not gonna.
Why
do
I
all
think
that.
you're gonna
So,
say jumping.
jumping.
They wanted her to be like, ladies, leave your man out. The club is segregated
Oh my
and the niggas full ground.
Bitch, how you be thinking of shit like that?
And all the crackers leave your girl with your friends. Cause it's 11:30 and the club is lynching.
no.
See? You always gotta see.
Why?
Why not?
What?
Lord Jesus.
Just try to-
Anyway,
What are you gonna do?
yeah,
Take
so
me
just-
off the air?
I mean,
Oh my god.
that's it. I'm done. Podcast of Color is over. Bitch. Yeah. So she was just like this great, amazing woman. She like spied for like the Nazi. I mean, not for the Nazis. Lord Jesus. She spied against the Nazis during World War II. She spied for the French resistance during World War II. And she just is an all-around icon, and I really like. If you haven't seen the movie, it's the movie with Lynn Whitfield, who always played evil. You know, Lynn Whitfield's always playing somebody.
She
evil,
really
but-
does. Like, can she quit?
But she didn't in this Josephine Baker movie where she played Josephine Baker. Y'all should watch it. I think it's called Josephine Baker, but let me Google.
Like, she was what was that one movie when she was in Tyler Perry's thing
Oh yeah.
Oh God, Medea's Family Reunion. That wretched movie. The play was actually really good, but she was the evil mom in that when she didn't want her daughter to get married to that. Wait, I forgot who was. Did she want her to get married? Is that the one where Shamar Moore had like the wig cap?
Girl, I can't keep up. I like all those movies bled together for me. I really genuinely don't remember.
Man, actually, never mind. That's not gonna do that. Anyway.
But anyway, the Josephine Baker story. That's what it's called. Y'all should check that out. It's pretty good.
Where's it coming out at?
But yeah, huh?
Where's it coming out? Sorry, like what?
Girl,
channel?
it's out. It's been out. It came out in 1991.
Oh my God, we're talking about her birthday. Okay, never mind.
Yes. Moving right along, our y'all's president, is in
Yeah.
the UK right now making a full ass of himself. But that's not why I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing this up because Meghan Markle said, "Not today, Satan," and she's not shown up to any of the events that he's at. So I thought that was cute. Like, I mean, you know, she can't do too much because she's not really allowed to be political because the royals are not allowed to be political. But
yeah, I know she wants to pop off so bad. Like, man, but good for her.
She really can. Yeah, and her and Prince William are also the first royals to acknowledge Pride.
Wait, ever?
Yeah.
Kate Middleton didn't do that?
No. Yeah, I mean,
huh?
They're the first ones to publicly support. Yeah.
Took some niggas
Or
to really
publicly
do that.
celebrate. Yeah.
Just saying.
You know. And guess who they included in their posts? Malaysia Booker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So also, if you guys are not aware, which I'm sure you guys are because we've been off for a few weeks, Malaysia Booker is a black trans woman who was attacked in the street publicly in Texas a month or so ago, like publicly beaten and by multiple men, jumped. And it's sad because afterwards she did a press conference and she was like, "I'm just thankful to be alive." And she was later shot and killed.
Jesus.
So I believe they're still looking for her murderer.
Is there like a GoFundMe or anything like that, Baze?
There was. I don't know if there is. It's up anymore. Let me check.
Yeah, let us know because like if you
because I know there was, but this all happened like 2 weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, but
Yeah.
if there is something, we can put it in the description.
Yes, we will do so.
For sure.
We will absolutely do that. Yeah, it's just it's wild, but I mean, we've already spoken about this before, so there's really not a whole lot else to say about it. But a gay bar in Boys Town in Chicago, Progress Bar, is under fire because they said that they banned their DJs from playing hip hop anymore.
Is this the same? What was the name of that bar? What was the name of that bar we talked about that one time where it was like something racist that happened? Was it?
Oh, not Rebar. Because I've actually been there. I've now been there.
Wait, you had Rebar, Drake,
and
wait, how was it?
It's actually not bad. There's actually a lot of black people in there when I was in there, and I just decided, you know what, I don't have time to hold on to shit. Like, it seems like they're doing okay now, so I'm in there. I went.
Maybe
whatever.
this is the same staff that worked there.
Maybe.
Wait,
but
so this gay bar in Chicago that won't play hip hop music is called Progress?
Yes.
Oh.
Isn't that a gag?
That is fucking crazy.
Wait, do you want to see who they... So, included in the list of people that are banned, Missy Elliott, Lizzo...
No.
Nicki Minaj... and Todrick Hall.
Todrick Hall! Wait, is on the same list?
Todrick Hall.
Wait, okay. Work? But like what? Like
And if they do play any of these people, they're fired.
I'm screaming. Okay, so what's their list of white people that are banned? Is Eminem on there?
There are no white people, of course, because it's racist.
Yep, bingo. Of course.
So yeah.
Like racist white people
Progress
love to talk about how
bar.
Eminem and I bet you Macklemore's not on there.
You would be right. You would be absolutely correct.
Is any country music on there that's talking about
Nope.
riding down with their
Nope.
shotguns and like, you know, in their big Ford trucks and lynching niggas? Is any of that stuff on there too, or just the hip hop stuff?
Just the hip hop stuff.
Okay, just checking.
But don't worry, never fear. They've since issued an apology, a public apology, and they said that everyone is welcome there. There are no racial intentions here. I don't know what racial intentions is, but racial intentions sounds like a doesn't it sound like a soap opera?
That
racial intentions.
You're thinking of Cruel Intentions, and
but doesn't it still sound like it?
It
or
does.
Like a perfume, maybe racial intention.
Racial Intention.
Racial.
By Dior.
I'm seeing like Elizabeth Taylor, like in black and white, getting into a helicopter.
Honestly, I think of like Scarlett Johansson like running in a field and like
Scarlett O'Hara. Scarlett Johansson as Scarlett O'Hara in a hoop skirt running through fields of cotton. Racial intention.
And then she like turns around and like she like peels off her face and it's really Emma Stone and she's like
Racial intention.
racial intention.
And then it's like now they're playing. There's a gong, and now she's a geisha.
Yep.
Racial intention.
Racial intentions.
Wow, we should write.
You do. To you right. You do right.
But yeah. So Progress Bar said, to our patrons, neighbors, and the LGBTQ plus community, the email issued yesterday did not reflect the values of Progress Bar. The content was unwelcoming and hurtful, and in retrospect, it should have never been written or sent. We seek to be trusted members of the LGBTQI community, and in the city of Chicago as a welcoming place for every person, no matter their race, creed, or sexual orientation. We sincerely apologize to everyone in the LGBTQ plus community and across Chicago for the hurt this message caused.
No, you're not.
Tonight we will be closed so we can begin working to heal the pain. When we reopen, we will do so with a renewed commitment to create a space whose patrons, atmosphere, and yes, music reflects the diversity of our community.
Why do you need a close for that? So you can go to Spotify to just block all of them out? Like, I'm getting like,
I am confusion.
for what? Like, what do you like? How are you gonna do racial sensitivity training, but you're racist? Like, what do you mean?
It doesn't make sense.
Like,
It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up.
He's literally gonna get all these people in a room and be like, "Look, you guys, you cannot stop playing nigger music. You have," and everyone's like,
Maybe. Question.
Is it like? Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just joking. Go ahead.
Doesn't I've been to Boys Town before, and I'm pretty sure I saw a drag show at Progress, or maybe I think of a different bar. But most bars have a drag night, and like most drag queens are performing to hip hop. I don't know. They're just like really reckless.
Are
they? A lot of them are.
Okay.
I don't know. It just seems like a weird thing to
ban.
especially like, yeah, like.
Well, yeah, racism don't make
Oh.
sense.
Progress is not progress.
And
This
that's
isn't progressive.
the tea.
When did the bar open, Baze? Because I have a feeling I know why it's named
I
that.
have no idea. It doesn't say.
Is it new?
Not in the article. I have no idea. Progress Bar Chicago. I don't know anything about Boys Town. There we go. That's how that works.
I'm pretty sure they named it. Wait, my brain just slipped out of my head, so I don't know what I was about to say. Anyway.
They said the vision. The goal was to create something that was more than a bar, a definitive message wrapped in a handcrafted visuals designed to remind us of how far we've come as a community.
So Fire Festival.
Oh.
Is that what they said? Was that their thing?
Well, Fire Festival's whole thing was like to push beyond our natural limits. Like the ad is like still up. Like one of the guys who worked on it, like bought the right to fire or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can still play the promo. I'll play it right now. Hold on.
Wait, are we allowed to do this?
What are they gonna do?
Take our show off? Yeah.
Also, we're gonna be done next week.
Like so, but it's that gives me that. But like, I just like, is there a discussion on like the Facebook page? Like at this point, like I don't even get like what do we?
No, I mean I think they're like feeling the blowback, and so they're probably gonna like walk this all back. They've apologized already, so I'm assuming that it's like null and void. But maybe also, I don't know. Does anybody live in Chicago? Go ahead and check in on that and see if they are now playing hip hop in there.
Did they? I mean, why did they like? Who ordered in?
I just want more gay clubs to play music with words in it. I just need more of that because
True.
after my weekend in LA, I was just like, where are the words? I need words.
They don't care. It's all about like the bass.
Doom, 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 doom. I can't do any more of it. Let me tell you, I had that beat stuck in my head for 2 days. I was like, please, I need words. I had to listen to Megan Thee Stallion to cleanse my palate.
Oh my god!
Have y'all listened to Megan Thee Stallion, by the way?
Of course we do. I haven't listened to the new album yet, but I've heard. But I'm making plans to. Like,
Okay. So
Listen,
those plans should have been yesterday, sis.
I know.
Whatever.
I know.
I'm going to go see her next month.
You are?
What?
Yeah.
John,
There's this,
John, do you know she's
what?
black?
What?
Bitch.
Oh my god.
Bitch.
Wow. No, but there's a festival coming to, well, not a festival, I don't know what to call it. There's a show happening in LA.
Is it Lollapalooza?
No. It's called Yoladia?
Oh, I don't
Wait,
know.
is that the one that just got postponed?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lake Lee is headlining. There's Cupcake there. It looks like it's going to be fun. So
That sounds cute.
Okay.
I definitely she just played at Summer Jam last weekend, and that crowd was dead, but she was killing it on stage. I don't know. She has so much control of her knees. The way she always be squatting, I'm like, girl, give me some.
Not control
Give
of her
me,
knees.
girl, give me some knee. I need a knee donation.
I was gonna make a joke, but then I changed my mind. Free Britney.
What other new music has come out lately?
Oh. Katy
Who is
Perry's
that?
new song.
Oh, I haven't listened to it yet. Is it good?
Oh,
Do you
it's
guys
the
like it?
resident kitty cat. We forgot.
wait,
Ooh,
okay.
I did forget she was a kitty cat.
I'm not a Katy cat, okay?
Let's go, Katy Cats. I think it's time to go.
I better call Katie with the short hair.
No.
Better call Katy with
She's
the
wearing
long
wigs
wig.
She is
again.
wearing
Yeah,
wigs
she's
again.
wearing
She
her
said y'all
wigs.
wanted hair. Like, Katy Perry is so funny to me because literally it's like her whole career has literally been dependent on her hair. Like,
She needs to like if she ever goes back to black, it's over.
it's a wrap. But I actually really like the song. I think it's cute. I don't think is it groundbreaking? No, but like, is it a bop? Yes. And I really like that it's really fast, and I actually really love the video too. I thought she did what she had to do. So
Okay, I have to. I'm definitely open ears. I'm willing to listen. I was not here for that Miley song. I don't know what that was.
the whole that was a whole album.
Miley Cyrus dropped an album.
Oh, there was an album.
It was an album, but you're talking about the one with RuPaul.
No, there was like a single. Excuse me, and her she has like bangs in the video. She's like, I got bangs. No, have you guys not seen this? Okay, I saw it on Twitter. It wasn't good. Okay, what about the new Cardi single?
Press.
Oh,
Car don't need
it.
no press.
Not into it.
Okay, so I like heard it because it leaked before. So like I like it. I mean, I thought the album or the single art was like my jaw dropped.
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
that photo. Her titties
Yeah.
they look like two cantaloupes, and I was on a tropical island. Like wow,
She
Her
looked. She
team
looked
is amazing.
She
in
looked
those shoes.
great. It kind of reminds me, honestly, of like Gangsta Bitch music, like Volume 1. Like that's my favorite Cardi body of work, honestly. So
Really, better than her album?
I like Gangsta Bitch music better than her album. Actually, I do. I think the album is better, but I like Gangsta Bitch music more because there's just like there's like I don't know, like there's a song about like burning someone's house down, and I was like, that's very Aries of you. Like I get it. And whatever. And like that's the song where she was just like, you know, where what did she said? Ran down on that bitch twice. Like
Yeah.
that's my favorite body of work from her.
Interesting.
Wait, what's yours?
Mine's is the album. I just don't think that the mixtapes are as strong as the album was.
No, I agree with you. I just like the mixtapes better. I don't think they're
that's
as good.
wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
What about you, John? What's your favorite song by her?
Cardi B?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I don't know any of them.
Did you catch the shade?
No. I can't just pick one.
Okay, body of work.
No, I think I'm gonna. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna say Moneybags.
Okay, I love Moneybag.
Money
That's a good choice. Moneybag.
Moneybags.
Yeah.
Moneybag sounds like a better version of Bodak Yellow. Like you could replace the.
It's just like really, it's really, really catchy.
No, they
I like that.
They have the same like the flow is kind of the same too. But yeah, I really love that, and I love when people say Beyonce in songs. Except when they do it too much.
Oh,
Nikki.
What do you guys think about Miss Igloo Exelia?
Not
Is it
Igloo.
Igloo? No, it's
Wait.
Igloo Australia. There we go. I messed up.
Wow.
Libby.
I forgot
Miss
about the
Libby.
Iggy Bowl. Wow, the Iggy feud.
Well, she's back and she's better than ever. She got nipped, she got tucked, she got a whole new mask. I mean, face, and
Ooh.
she is living her best life. She has all the gays in her music video. She has all the drag queens. She's got all the wigs. She got her little, what was that wig thing that was like a braid? It was like braids, but it was like diamonds. Have you guys not seen the music video?
No,
yeah.
you're talking about
Yes.
like when she had like the white braids or
When
whatever.
she's in the pool,
Yeah.
and it's like diamonds, but it looks like braids.
Okay, she kind of looked good.
So here's the thing. I high key don't care that she's a white woman wearing them, but I just don't think they look good on white women. Like just aesthetically. The diamonds I would have loved those diamonds on like Cardi or like Megan Thee Stallion or like even Nicki. But I just wasn't feeling it on her.
I feel so bad for Nikki. We need to do better.
Oh, Nikki.
Oh, Nikki. oh, Nika.
Nikki.
Oh,
Nika.
Oh, Roman.
Oh, Nika.
Oh, Nika.
Oh, Nika.
Oh, Nika.
Oh,
Do you
Nika.
guys like Carly Rae Jepsen's new album?
You know I don't listen to Kids Bop.
I know.
Stop it.
I'm asking the wrong question.
Maybe.
No, I do not listen to Kids Bop.
Okay, I haven't finished the whole album, but the first half she did what she came to do. Because Julian, yeah, I said, wait a minute. I said, who's Julian? Like, who
I want to know who Julian is too.
I was like, who is this? My favorite song so far was, oh God, is it Want You in My Room? Like, maybe she did what
I
she
was
had
just
to
expecting
do.
more bops though.
Well, from what I've heard,
Like,
it's
it
bop
was-
after bop after bop.
Oh, I thought Emotions was way more boppy.
But this is like a chill album though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's like, it's Pride Month. Give us some dancey things. We want to dance.
She gave you the Queer Eye song. She
Oh, was that her?
it's on the album. Now That I Found You, that's the song for Queer Eye.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
She gave the gays that, and she said, "Now leave me alone. I'm gonna do my album." But to me, it's like her version of like when I get home, like in terms of, or like, I don't know, it kind of like being slower and like more mellow, and there's a lot of like mid-tempo music songs.
Yeah.
But I like mid-tempos.
Wait, what about I know Baze doesn't listen to her, but what about Kim Petras? Do you guys like her? She's been dropping
I actually liked her new
singles,
song.
like,
I liked her latest single.
oh,
Since
you
you
like
like
Do
talk
Me?
shit.
Oh, okay,
Mhm,
sorry.
I'm actually here for it. So now what?
Oh,
And,
okay. You want someone to? Do you want someone to do you to do me?
Yes. I'm thinking of one. I'm thinking of one in particular. But we don't. Have to go there.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, I don't care, bitch. And what? I'm a messy bitch.
Dude.
Who lives for drama?
Yes. Well, I also want someone to do me. So
Are you thinking of
It's
anyone
Pride.
in particular?
Oh,
I'm thinking of everyone in particular.
ooh,
I'm just kidding.
Happy Pride. Like,
I had a sexual awakening 2 weekends ago. So
wait, what does that mean?
I'm very curious about lots of things that I haven't done before.
The weekend that I was there?
Yes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about then.
Yeah.
You know what? I also realized my power that weekend. So I'm like feeling very powerful. I'm feeling like I'm ready for Pride season.
You know,
It's our month, y'all.
what is the meme of oh God, like, never mind. I can't even do.
You're just like, you know what? Nah.
Never mind.
Are you on drugs or something?
Are you on drugs or something?
Maybe so.
Hello?
Maybe so.
I feel
And
like
what about it?
Pride Month is. Do you guys know that Return of Saturn? That phrase.
Mm-mm. Is that...
It's like when everyone's like. Usually, it happens around the age of 29 to 30 when people like start. When the planets align and people start to become their like real selves or something.
Okay.
I'm someone who's listening is probably like really cringing their face right now because I didn't say that correctly. But I feel like Pride every year is like our mini returns of Saturn's because I feel like the gays just get their power in June.
I'm powered up, girl. Like charged, fully charged, and ready to go.
I'm not. I'm jealous.
Girl,
I'm like,
we'll see. Well, you have a man.
Oh,
So you don't
I
need-
just
you
thought
don't
I
need
just
to-
thought you meant like in life.
Oh,
no.
Oh, girl, in life
You
I'm a
don't
mess.
No.
We're not
I'm
putting
very.
our power in that.
No. Oh, yes, and that yes, I do have a man. Yes.
I'm talking about men's.
Oh,
Okay.
It's been 84. Like honestly,
It's been 84 years.
let me say this. Okay, I'm only gonna say this because we only have one more episode. But listen, I don't miss dating at all because the stress, like it's just.
That's why you do what I do. I just be out here. I just like, you know what? You want to come talk to me? Okay, let's talk. But I don't really be chasing niggas. For what?
Like
Compromise for what?
for what? A man comes into my life and I have to compromise. Stupid. A man comes to my life and I have to compromise.
That video is my entire mood for the rest of my life. I feel like I really feel like Kid Fury and Crystal from The Read. Like I was saying that. I was like, after the ending of my relationship, I was like, I just want to be like fine with being by myself and not really wanting anybody or feeling lonely or anything. And like honestly, I've like that's why I'm like so grateful for like friendships and community and stuff, and like the fact that like I did not disappear on y'all when actually I met y'all after I got with Mark, so that's not the same. But like the fact that like I'm so grateful that I like maintained relationships with people outside of my partner, because bitch, now I get a lot of emotional stuff from my friends. I get physical affection from my friends. You know what I mean? I mean, my friends aren't fucking me, but you know what I mean? Like,
I'm glad you
that's
clarified that because people are going to be like, oh, okay.
But you know, that's that one thing I'm missing. But you know, it's also like, okay, but when you're getting like emotional support,
Emotionally
and physical, yes, when you're getting emotionally fucked and you're getting that physical affection, you know, it like men don't really necessarily. I don't know. At least maybe this is just for me, but they don't necessarily feel like a necessity. It's like, oh, I like you and it's nice for you. You know, you want to be a part of my life. That's nice. But like, it's not like I need a man. Oh my God, I'm single. Blah blah blah. Like I feel like good. Like I'm just like, okay, well, you know, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't.
Do you sound like that? Have you seen that Cher interview from like a long time ago where she's like, "I don't need a man. A man is not a necessity."
I mean, that's how I feel. But no, I haven't seen that.
Oh.
Rihanna did, the way you said, oh, Rihanna did that too. She was like, first of all, I'm not looking for a man.
Not looking for a
Let's
man. Let's start there.
Like,
and that's an entire mood. Like, it's just like, yeah, like why stress yourself out when you could just have a good time with your friends? I'm not gonna be out here going on dates like it's my job, like a job interview, bitch. Fuck that. I'm having a good time.
Period.
I just want to be me. I'm not getting involved.
No, get involved.
You know that video, that blonde lady? She's like, I think her name is like Gemma something. She's like a British reality star, and she's just like, I just want to be me, partying GE style. You know what I mean?
If I could say, you said Gemma or
Gemma. It's like J.
I know. If I could say
G-E-M-M-A.
something to Gemma, I would say that she's an embarrassment. I would say she's a disgrace to women everywhere. Someone told her that those shoes were meant for a beautiful woman, and I think that she's unqualified to wear
Wait, is
those
that who
shoes,
she was
and
talking
she should
about?
put them on the rack. Yes, I think Gemma's a disgrace. That's exactly her.
God.
Someone lied to
That's
her several times and told her that she was someone that was fly, that was hot, and she's just, she's nothing of the sort.
Oh my God, I did not know that was her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Full circle. These memes be coming full circle. It's so crazy when you feel like you find like actual context of a lot of these memes, and you're like, oh wow.
And then sometimes you're like, yikes! But yes.
Yeah. The NIU video is like hilarious.
The end of it is even more funny. She's just like, no, I gotta go. Bye.
I gotta go. Jay-Z, according to Forbes, is a billionaire y'all. Yeah, I care about that at all.
I felt like he was already a billionaire, you know?
I mean, I think he was a billionaire with the combination of his finances and that of Miss Beyonce.
Beyonce?
Oh.
Beyonce? Yeah, I don't know.
Good for him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I was like, this is the wrong podcast to bring that up because it was like, yay, capitalism.
Yay, black capital. But we celebrating black capitalism. Am I right, guys? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
The only capitalism I celebrate is the Upgrade You video, and that's about it.
Oh, facts. Big facts.
You know,
Okay.
Did you know Stacey Abrams said that she's a capitalist and she loves capitalism? My heart's sunk.
Yes, I should. Honestly, I don't know enough about Stacey Abrams to really stand for her. The only person I really stand for in politics right now, and I say stand, and I use that term very loosely, but Miss Elizabeth Warren,
And that's
is the only
on
person
period.
that I'm seeing who's really just giving me all the things that I need. She's giving us plans. She's giving us talking points.
She's giving us calculators to know how you would be affected by her plans, in which my student loans would be erased. So she has my vote.
So that's the only thing that I'm seeing right now that's of interest to me in terms of Democratic leadership. Fuck a Bernie, fuck a Biden, fuck a Harris. I'm not really seeing it for any of these other girls. I'm sorry.
Chris Evans, period. That's it. Like,
Period. I mean, we missed talking about Game of Thrones. Did you care to talk about that?
No,
at
we
all?
should talk about it because honestly, like, I want to just get it out because what the fuck? Like, what?
Girl. Sis.
Someone sat in a room and said, someone sat in a room.
Girl.
Ooh, someone sat in a room and said, flames, flames, flames. Like, what? This was...
The way they killed off Miss Daenerys. Like, I mean, like, the episode just started and it's like, this bitch has already got a knife in her stomach.
She deserved better. Honestly, like, that came out of... it didn't come out of nowhere, but it...
I mean, we all knew it was gonna happen.
Look, they gave us foreshadowing for the Mad Queen, but it felt like really rushed and like her motivations were odd and weird. And like, when has she ever talked about like she didn't say the word tyrant before like this season? When did she ever talk about like going over to other places and conquering them? Like the fact that she went, like, I don't know. It was just, everything was odd about it. Like the battle tactics didn't make sense. The writing didn't make sense. Like, how did Jaime not die from getting stabbed by Euron like that? And then he just has the strength to just somehow walk and find Cersei and no one else is going to stop him. Like, how did he gonna sit there and take the cover off of his hand and then walk by a bunch of Lannister guards, and then the queen wants him dead and no one just thinks they're gonna kill Jaime Lannister and bring him to the queen? Like, Cersei didn't think to have an escape plan when the dragons were over there shooting all the scorpions. Like why didn't Cersei just kill them when Tyrion was trying to negotiate before? Like, she had all the scorpions there. Why wasn't Drogon dead? Like, there was no real payoff for the Night King. Like, we don't learn anything about that. Like, I guess the brand thing was kind of cool, but like, I can go on and on. Like, what?
I don't have the energy to yell about it anymore, but I just will say that I'll say what I actually liked Daenerys's characterization in this episode. I just would have liked to have seen more of it. Like, I would have liked to have seen this character before all of this. Because I thought it was interesting. Like, she's like now talking about taking over the world and I don't know. I would have liked to have seen that. Like, how she now all of a sudden she just want to take over the world all of a sudden. I don't know. I just would have liked to have seen more of that. But yes, I was also very much here for Miss Sansa getting her throne. That was literally all I wanted since season probably 2, because I didn't like her in season 1. But since season 2, that's really all I wanted for her, and my girl got her thing.
Sickening.
That's all I care about. That's all I care. Do you see that wig was laid?
Bone.
Her perfectly detailed dress. She had bone straight, bitch.
I stand Sophie Turner. She is beautiful. Like, that bitch.
Gorgeous.
I hope she's not problematic. Well, I saw that video. Go ahead.
That it was like that crown, that tiara, like it was so understated. It was very like it was very much royalty. Like, she could have went gaudy and she didn't. She was like understated. I'm powerful as bitch and I'm just gonna be powerful. You're not gonna need to see a crown on my head that's big and boisterous. Like, you're just gonna see it in my face.
Look at the material. You can be the judge of it.
Material.
Like, here's the gag.
The sleeves on the gown, bitch. Oh,
the color, the embroidery. Like, okay, not only was the embroidery, Sansa was never wrong the entire show. Name me a time where she wasn't right and effective and the men were. Quickly. That's what I thought. You know the gif, the meme of like Mimi where she puts her ear up to the camera and then she goes and then she like snatches it away.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that, because it's just like she like Where was she wrong at? She brought in the Knights of the Vale during the Battle of the Bastards. She said, don't trust Daenerys. She's a snake ass bitch. She's Taylor Swift. Don't trust her. And Jon was like, no, but she's my queen. And Sansa was not having it. And so, did you like my Jon Snow impression? So
I did. That was actually pretty good.
Jon Snow, the Night's Watch. Ghost. Torment.
What is that? What is that accent? I really want to know. What is that, y'all? Tell us.
You know nothing.
White.
Oh,
Is it white?
that's tea, actually.
White.
Oh my god.
Excuse me. First of all, I'm British.
Like, great unit. Oh my god. Who were you? Okay, were you like? What did you think of? Okay, spoilers. What did you think of Bran becoming the king?
Girl, I was like, I actually saw the spoilers on Twitter.
Oh, you did?
So it was leaked. I just was like, gone ahead and read it. I was like, you know what? It's already ruined for me, so I might as well just go ahead and see what's gonna happen.
Damn.
So I actually had read it. I was like, okay. I was like, I think at this point I've just like accepted that this is what this show is at this point, and so I was just like, okay, sure. It didn't really make sense to me in that time. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't think they were gonna let Jon be the king. I would have liked to have seen the kingdoms broken up more and like had rulers.
Sansa did too. She said, and
I was like,
so
actually, yeah,
we're gonna go.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this again. Sorry.
You know, Winterfell, that little thing that we killed the Night King. Yeah, we're just gonna stay over here. Okay, bye-bye, peasants. Like, she went it. No, she said, you disgust me. Stay down there.
Yes. Also, I was shook by the her cousin, her aunt's son. I didn't know that was him. I didn't recognize him.
Wait, which aunt's son?
You got him a new hair. The one who was like the titty boy.
Oh.
The one who was sucking her titty at like the age of 12.
Robin.
Yeah, which I guess
not titty boy.
No judgment here. Everyone gets to live their lives.
But is that like healthy for the child? Like, I mean,
I don't know. It's 12. Is breastfeeding at 12 at the age of 12?
I mean,
Tormund did it. Fed from a titty's
Tormund.
giant titty.
Listen,
Wait,
Tormund
have you seen him without facial hair? He's even finer without facial hair.
Tormund could take me. Like, here's the thing. I want Tormund to spread me out like the White Walkers do them body parts.
I want the cock.
I
want it down. I know it's red and I know it's angry. And I want it.
Wait a minute.
Oh no.
You already know it's like that bright, hot red.
No.
Looks like it's on fire a little bit. That's okay. That's okay with me. And I want it. It's mine and I want it. I want
it's my
what's
dick
owed
and
to
I
me.
want it now.
It's what?
What?
Hello? Oh, you said I thought you were saying some response to something. Never mind. But yeah, so Tormund can get it. As always.
You can get it.
Brienne was like very not petty, which was very un-me.
I hated that her last scenes were about a man. Like,
I was just like, and also just like, I just would have been like, fuck that nigga. That nigga died with his sister, with his twin sister, who he was fucking.
With his sister lover, like.
Who he had babies with. Yes, that's right, y'all. This nasty ass nigga had 3 whole children with his sister and was about to bring another one into this world.
Homie lover,
and
sister
that's
friend.
that on that, the
Ew.
end. But that would have been me. That's just me.
But that was annoying too. They just threw all his character development out the. I don't know. It just everything. It was just like, to me, they got in the room and they just said, "How do we do the most unsatisfying thing?" Okay, let's do that. Like it just felt like they just. I don't know. Like,
but how also? But my other thing too is like, how did Cersei and Jaime not like get smushed to pieces? Like the fact that what's the nigga's name?
Tyrion.
What's the little nigga's name? Yeah. The fact that Tyrion could just like walk up to where their bodies were at, like the exact spot, and just move a couple of bricks over, and then just find them. Like
trash.
What?
Trash.
Did he have the wizarding map? Like, how did he see where they were at?
Not the Marauders map.
Yes. Girl. Oh, the Marauders map, not the wizarding map.
Why did I know that?
Because you a Harry Potter stan just like me. Yeah, like did they have like how did he find them? And why is it that did it seem like if they had just moved like a few feet to the left, they would have survived.
Also, how in the world did Dany's dragon get shot out the sky when she's flying above the fleet on a clear day? How? In a ship that's rocking on the ocean? They gonna shoot a dragon just dead in the neck and the head 2 times accurately?
Well, I just was shook that one did all that damage. I was like, these bitches is delicate. Like, you can't take these motherfuckers nowhere. And then this one just gonna come in here and like burn the whole city down. I was like, wait, so all 3 of them could have just did this from jump.
From the jump.
So she literally could have just flown here on these 3 dragons with no army and just fucked it up.
I would have been pissed because the only reason why here's the thing, the only reason why Dany didn't just burn up she was hesitating because like she didn't just burn up the castle, but it's because Cersei put all the people in the castle. But if she just flew over with those 3 dragons, you know, in season 1 when she went to go burn all the gold and all that stuff, if she just went with the 3 dragons and she just went to burn Cersei's castle and just that, she would have had the Iron Fleet, she would have had Dorne, she would have had Tyrion, she would have had House Tyrell, she would have had Highgarden, and she would have had Casterly Rock. But no, she just had to listen. Oh man, I'm mad because Dany got played. Like she should have ignored. She should have listened to Lady Olenna, and she said, "I outlived all my advisors because I ignored them." And Dany did. Ugh.
And yeah, but my thing also too is like, that one guy that was at the end. I don't remember his name, but the guy that was like on Cersei's side, but then he betrayed Cersei because he realized that she wasn't going to win the war.
Bronn?
And then they really just gave him like that land and just like let him be a part of it. Like they should have killed him.
Like, this is, I don't know. I
don't know. Anyway.
Chalet.
Y'all got any other topics for the week or the past 3 weeks?
Oh, sorry, John.
I share the same sentiments you guys have for Game of Thrones, but for Drag Race.
What's been going on?
So, the finale was last week, and the top 4 was Silky and Brooklyn Heights and Evie, and oh my god, who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting a 4th one. But there's a 4th one. No, I don't know who it was right now. But yeah, it was really. That's how bad it was. It was just really underwhelming. Evie ended up winning the crown. The lip syncs were kind of a mess.
Wait, Evie like the Pokemon Evie?
No, Evie Oddly. She's a drag queen.
No, I know, but I'm saying, is it spelled like is that the inspiration behind?
Oh, I don't know. Is Pokemon Eevee spelled with a Y at the beginning?
No, it's EEVE.
Oh, wow. Anyway, it was just like, I don't know. It does. It was a throwaway season. I feel like, or nothing was really captivating for me. The lip syncs again were a mess. I was expecting more from the winner, but I don't know.
Wait, you already said who won.
No, yeah, no, I know. But I'm just saying I was expecting more from her.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay,
And then it was like this time with the finale, they had these like weird interviews with like kind of in the way that they record cops. I don't know, like it was black and white, and it like shot it from different angles, interviewing the person, and it was just really cheesy. I don't know. I guess it's drag and kitschy and campy, but it wasn't a good final episode. It just seemed kind of rushed.
It sounds like very similar to what you said about last year's episode or whatever the last season was.
Damn.
Do y'all get tired of being disappointed?
Apparently not.
No, I'm just kidding. Because I realized I was like, you know what, drag race, Dungeons and Dragons. Lord Jesus, what am I trying to say? Game of Thrones. There we go. Game of Thrones was my drag race. God. I was like, Dungeons and Dragons is my drag race. Yes. Yeah, it is. Like I realized, like I was like, you know, I was really disappointed episode after episode, and I kept tuning in. And I get it now. I get what it is to be a Drag Race fan now.
But I feel like Drag Race, it was not... Like, I feel like no season of Drag Race was as bad as season 8 of Game of Thrones. Like, it's just like... I honestly, like...
you might be right. I don't know. I can't speak to that.
Like, it was just drastically bad to, like, the point... I was just like, what are they... Like, what's the... Ugh. I don't know. I'm Game of Thrones. Honestly, like I've never seen someone mess up an ending that bad ever. Like ever. So,
well,
it's a shame.
That's going to wrap up All Minutes of Color. We will be back with the discourse. What up, and welcome back to Podcast of Color. This is the discourse, and this week, since this is our 99th episode and our penultimate episode, we're going to do a fire round of all the topics that we kind of have sitting by the wayside waiting for a future discourse.
Believe it or not, we actually do plan out our discourses in advance.
We do, yes, we do. And it's funny because I was always afraid that I was going to run out of like discourse topics, and here we are. We have too many now. So, how do you
know
handle,
you like?
So,
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it feels like, you know, when you're at the airport and then like you have to throw away your water and your food and you just like chug it all down before you get in line.
Yes, that's what this is gonna be.
Same energy.
So first and foremost, being alone versus loneliness. How do you determine the two? Like, how do you know when you're feeling like lonely? That makes sense. Or maybe I should rephrase.
No, that makes sense. I think that loneliness is more of a like, oh my god, it's rapid fire. I have to talk faster. Okay, I think I think loneliness is more of like a feeling that you just kind of like intuitively know. It's kind of the thing that I think most people don't like, and it's like it's a feeling, and you just kind of like know what that feels like. The feeling of like, oh, I don't know who to call. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know if anyone gets this or whatever. And a lot of times I feel like the loneliness is kind of just like self-inflicted sometimes.
Yeah.
Too. But I think but then there's also sometimes where you could be like, you know, I think, you know, there's 100 people in a room and like, and you know, whatever. So like there's that too. So yeah, bam.
I was going to say something around. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say something around the same lines because I read this article on Thought Catalog that I sometimes visit when I'm feeling kind of existential. But yeah, Thought Catalog had this.
Okay. We stand an existential queen.
Article about being alone versus lonely, and I read it, and it was saying that being alone is a state of being and loneliness is a state of mind. And I kind of agree with that a lot because being alone isn't necessarily, it has like a negative connotation, but and like Baze had mentioned earlier, like being alone doesn't have to be, as far as relationship wise, it doesn't have to be necessarily a bad thing. I think I've been single for a couple of years now, and it's giving me some time to grow. I think if I had rushed into a relationship right after my breakup, I wouldn't have grown right away or grown as much. I wouldn't have learned anything. I probably would have made the same mistakes over and over. And then also, like, it's giving you some time to discover yourself and things that you normally wouldn't do. And then loneliness is just, I don't know. I think loneliness has a lot of actual medical symptoms. Like
what? Sorry.
You get, like, insomnia and depression and things like that. Like, that's different from being alone. So, yeah.
Is there like can you like what do people like diagnose, like what do you give for that? Is there like a medication, or is it just like go to therapy, or since it's like a medical thing, like how do you look for that?
Well, it depends. I would think it depends what symptoms someone's exhibiting, because it's all different. You know, you treat it differently. But if it's actual depression, like chemical imbalancing, then people tend to forcefully isolate themselves, and so I guess a lot of it would be like social things, or maybe just things to do independently, that like go to the gym or whatever, exercise and be active, or you know, do something that you like doing to get you out of that depression.
I was actually talking to my friend about this because she was saying, because I after the breakup had an intense feeling of loneliness, because it was like, you know, when you have somebody for years that you can call or talk to whenever you're feeling away, and you can no longer talk to that person, it feels incredibly isolating. Because just like, who's my person? You know what I mean? Like, who do I go to with this now? And I guess this is more like of a story than like of loneliness versus lonely. But I think that I'm someone who enjoys being alone. Like naturally, I've always just been someone who like likes to just be in my room and just like chill and watch TV.
It's a blessing. What an air sign thing to say. Yeah,
I love it. But at the same time, it's just been like, I noticed too, like, I don't even like being home. I like being home after a long day of work, but like, give me a day just in the house by myself, and it drives me crazy now.
Oh,
and like, I need to be like out. I need to be around people. Yeah, and so I'm not sure how I feel about that, because you know that includes me. That now means that I have to rely on other people to like keep me, you know, entertained or whatever. But I either if I am at home all day, I have to be writing. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just too in my head. I can only watch TV for so long. You know, I can only watch so many episodes. So it's just interesting, because I've been trying to explore this a little bit more, because I'm someone who enjoys being alone so much. Mm-hmm. But and the other side, the flip side of that is it's forcing me to be a lot more social, and I'm making a lot more connections, and that's good for me, like personal wise and also career wise. But yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird to go from being someone who likes to be alone all the time to someone who like doesn't enjoy it quite as much.
Yep. No, you're fine. I'm just gonna let it go, because I'm really we have to go through topics.
No. So go ahead. It's okay. Like, we are only doing this for 30 minutes.
Because it had to do with the point that you made before your last point. So if I remember it, I'll bring it up. I just forgot what you just said, but I'll get back to it. Don't do it. I can't do it.
How do you handle sleeping with friends?
There was just sorry. There was just a situation where something like that happened with a friend of mine a long time ago, like when I was still in college, and I was like sprung off of that person for like ever. And like part of it was just looking back and like all this, like, it's just really cringy, just all the stuff that I did. But I just know that's not something for me, because like, it has to be like if there's any kind of emotional attachment and I sleep with someone, there will be emotional things. So I don't do that. Like, nope, I can't do it. Like I wish, but I can't.
Self-aware.
That's tea, actually. No, I mean, I think it depends. For me personally, it's like I've had friends that I've hooked up with, and everything's fine. But I also think like it depends on like how it is. Like, I feel like when you have those relationships, and like I feel like when there's an expectation of hooking up, I think that maybe changes the context of it. I think if it's like something that just like has happened, or you know, something that happens from time to time, I don't think that that's necessarily like a negative thing. But I've already talked about this before, where I feel like I do think that there's a problem with somebody who doesn't know how to be friends with people they can't sleep with, you know? But yeah, I think if everyone's like, I think like again, my biggest thing this year is like communication. And I feel like if everyone's talking to everybody about everything and where they're at and what they're feeling, like, and everyone's like kind of approaching it like with on the same level, you know, same understanding, and you would if you would be, you know, if everyone's talking to everybody, I feel like it's not a problem necessarily. But I don't advocate for that, because it can cause mess, of course.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. I think it depends too. It depends on the person. It depends on how you are.
No, I'm not.
And if you're able to handle this, like, sort of on. I mean, yeah, like basically, like what you said. Sometimes it gets a little muddy if like the friend or you, even yourself, if you guys are expecting it just because you're hanging out and like, you know, let's just do this. But if it's like a once in a while, like you guys go out and like it's messy drunk or whatever, not a big deal. It's pride, not a big deal. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it just happens and it happens, and if you know yourself and your friend, if you're capable of being like, cool afterwards, and yeah. But if you know yourself and if the other person gets like too much in their feelings, and you know this person is like a relationship or whatever attaches
it just has to be someone I
emotions
don't know
to sex, then don't do it.
Yeah, that part. Yeah, I'm like navigating that now because I'm just like there's somebody that like I met on like a how do I want to say this, on like an attracted point, like that was the context of us meeting, but also would like to be friends with them, and so I'm currently navigating that as well because it's just like I don't know, because it's like I don't want anything.
Shut up, John.
But I also don't know what it is like to have like I've never.
I want it deep.
I'm tired of you. I'm so sick of you. But I also like don't want
mess.
I've never
honestly, girl,
had a
don't
friends
do.
with
I mean,
benefits
it'll be
type
great for a
situation.
book.
So I don't know
plot.
what that looks like, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel. But yeah. So then, what happens when you like hook up with somebody then you like them as a person, but you just want to be friends with them? Do you just not do that either?
Yeah, I would either.
No, you
do
just
that,
continue
or I
to be
would
friends with them and stop
I would
hooking
just
up.
tell all my like fuck buddies
okay,
like at the
good.
time, like I would say like we can do this, but we will not hang out, or we can hang out, but we won't do that. You can pick. Like, because you have to set boundaries, because otherwise stuff gets like really messy with that kind of stuff. Like there was one, like there were so many times, like this one guy I used to like mess around with like 2 years ago. He would just be like, oh, so like, or yeah. And he would just be like, oh my God, it's 2019 and it's almost over. Wow. He would just be like, oh, well, like, are you gonna come get dinner with me today? And I'm like, no, like what? Like we went over this, like so you, so you have to like keep it, because otherwise people will try to. Because a lot of people like to have the benefits of like a partner without actually the commitment of one, and so I didn't have time for that.
Okay, that's real. Okay, we talked about the
Rapid fire.
How do you feel about being someone's first partner, like their first real relationship?
Don't do it. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm gonna go first since I just blurted that out. I have been down that road before, and just from my personal experience, you end up being the teacher, I guess, and it's almost like being
Parent,
a little bit. And like, there's a lot of hand holding, and there's a lot of like, oh, because you haven't been in this situation before, you don't know how to behave or react. And if I would say do it if you have a lot of patience. And I have been told I don't have any patience, so I
was like, I'm kind of
it's semi true.
that's funny.
In like a
'cause
relationship
you have a lot of
capacity, you
patience,
mean?
but-
Thank you, Baze. Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe that's.
I'm dropping hints that it's different,
but exactly,
it's different,
and it can be, and so it's not like I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it again. Like it's not an absolute deal breaker for me, but it is gonna put my foot on the brakes and like make me consider things differently. You know?
No, go.
Yeah, that's true. That's real.
Go.
Go ahead. I personally would not, because I was the one who was the novice to relationships, and just seeing, like, just now, like, in hindsight, realizing all the like work that Mark had to put into things and like helping me understand how things worked. I just don't have the patience to do that for someone else. And as much as I appreciate what he did more than what he had to do. And I won't be doing any of that, most of that. So, for anybody else. So I felt like I know the ropes a little bit better, and I'm grateful for that experience. And everyone obviously has to have their first relationship, but I definitely don't have to be the person to be a part of that. So.
It depends, like, on how well I get along with the person. Like, and again, we're saying relationships, so I'm assuming, like, for me, I don't enter relationships with someone without dating them for a few months. So, like, so I feel like it wouldn't be an issue for me, because it would be something we like figure out, like, because I tell people all the time, like, I don't have time for this. So look, we can either what is that? And some people like just don't happen to get into their relationships until later in their life. So like I kind of get it. Like I don't think I have like my first. Well, no, that's not true. But I could do it. Just I would just really have to click with that person in like every other way for me to like be to I guess quote like put up with it. But it's also like I don't know, like what kind of stuff do you guys think like what that would, bring up that would be like a really big issue?
I think cohabitating is something that I struggled with at first because I was like, I did not know how to do that, which I think part of that was also like not having like going from being home and then being with someone. I think like I would definitely never recommend to do that. Because you don't really learn. I think it makes it a little bit more difficult. I mean, I told y'all before, like we had to buy separate groceries because I was not finna share, food. Like I was like,
and that's
I'm gonna eat. Like if I buy something, if I want some ice cream, I'm gonna eat the whole pint. But Mark would like eat a little bit.
It's on
and
site.
Then, like put it in the fridge. I'm like, no, nigga, we gonna eat this whole thing. It's tonight. It's on tonight. No, but it's just like it's like the little things that you really don't even think about. But like when you're living with someone or when you're like in a relationship with someone, the expectations that you have for someone in that relationship, it's like a lot of those expectations don't get met without you having to have that conversation with that person. Which, to be fair, conversations should be happening anyway in relationships, but it's just like there's a little bit more explanation that has to go into that and a little bit more hand-holding because nobody's going to just change and adapt immediately, so it's going to take them time to learn how to be with someone. And I think it's a lot of little things. It's really like it's hard to even like,
oh my god,
really
I like
go into
that
detail
is
about
tea.
it,
Like
it's just things that you wouldn't even think about.
It's really like because you also are not just thinking about yourself. You have a literal partner you have to kind of think about too.
Yeah, when they ask you where you been at,
can't
and
do
you like,
that.
Yeah, this nigga, I've
You
been
have-
out living my life. You gotta like, I mean, you kind of gotta answer when you're in a bad mood. When you're in a bad, like I used to be like, oh, like I'm in a bad mood, and Mark would be like, what's going on with you? And I don't like, I'm in a bad mood. I don't like anybody to talk to me. I'm just like, I'm in a bad mood. Leave me alone. And I'd be like, like what? Like leave me alone.
And you take it personally, and it has like nothing to do with you.
Yeah, but he's now taking it personally, and he's also like, well, when you're in a bad mood, that affects me too because I'm around you. And I'm like,
Right.
well, nigga, like this is my mood in my head, and I'm minding my business and staying quiet to myself, And so it's just like I had to like learn to like be like, oh shit, like when I'm in a bad mood, I have to just communicate that to him because it affects him when I'm in a bad mood.
I was
and
talking to DJ, and DJ told me that
I'm not even thinking about
DJ
him
said something really
in that moment.
amazing that I thought was great, which is he said, relationships are like a series of compromises, and like none of them are perfect, and like you have to like weigh like what you are willing to like compromise on and stuff like that. And yeah, but I mean, overall, like they're just work. Like they are work.
Yeah.
Like you can't like just not like you can't just do whatever you feel like doing whenever you want to. You can't like and it's like it's
Exactly.
yeah, it's a commitment, and sometimes like it's very very hard.
Someone
but
else.
They're work, but but obviously they pay off. But yeah. Damn, I kind of like this rapid fire discourse thing. Like,
okay. So next one. This is cute.
Next question.
When do you feel it is right, the right time to move in with a partner?
When I can afford it.
I don't know. I really do. I mean that part. But John. I mean, you probably have the most experience.
Multiple girls. Oh,
Yeah, I've lived with a few partners.
I would be in jail. Good job.
Yeah. I would say I mean, again, it's very nuanced. It depends on. I would definitely get to allow myself some time to get to know a person for a while, because when you're living with someone, it's almost like somebody different for a lot of different situations. Like you get to know someone's cleanliness. You get to know how someone is when they're like tired and angry. Like what you were saying, when you come home, that person's going to be there because you're living with them. So you're going to see a whole nother side of them that you don't see when you're not living with them, because when you're not living with them, if you're not in the mood, you can just
You were gonna say ignore them.
be there. But when you're living together, it's a whole nother story. And so, yeah, or just not be, you can like, but I want to say, if I had to give a time frame, I want to say at least a year.
Minimum.
I know that like if we're being super emotional and like I don't know, but I didn't do that. I didn't wait a year for either one, and I think I wish I would have a little bit, but that's just me because I wish, and that's just me because also like I was brought up differently, so my standards of certain things are a lot different from other people's. Like my mom was almost like Marie Kondo, where like she's a clean freak, and so that kind of morphed me into being someone who's a little bit of that too. And so I don't know, it's just like your little habits that you're going to clash with someone if you don't find a good
for
synchronizing harmony
like
with somebody.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like, when I think about how quickly Mark and I moved in with each other, I'm just like, whew. Because what's funny is like into our relationship, I would find out other people were moving in like quickly. I'd be like, ooh, child.
Like,
and then I would remember, I'd be like, oh, right. Yeah, I can't say shit. Yeah, definitely. No, I would definitely take the time to get to know a person. I honestly think even a year is a little short of a time frame. But I also think that different things work for different people.
Yeah.
Some people can like move in a month or two after meeting each other and like it just works and they're together for a long time. But I mean, there's some things that you just can't do with everybody. You can't live with everybody. You can't travel with everybody. Apparently, I just found this out, but you can't go to Disneyland.
Wait, what
with
is that? What do you
everybody.
mean?
You can't. You just can't.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but listen, I'll take your word for that. I don't know. That's what John told me when I was in LA.
Can't?
She said that
You can't just go to Disneyland with anybody.
I didn't know that.
Oh
No. Oh well, okay. Again, well, whatever. I don't want to get like segue off Base's thing, but
Well, it was a theme park, I guess, in general. You can't just go to.
Oh, yeah.
The point was that you guys are kind of stuck with each other for the day if you do go to one, and so
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I personally don't think I would move in with a partner again. Like, and no, not period. I'm thinking about time. Sorry. I'm thinking about time. Like, I think I would maybe like 2 years, I think.
Ooh.
I say that now and then like
watch you 6 months later move in with someone.
But I don't think so, because I think one of the things that like also when we broke up, like dealing with the apartment shit and like separating our lives from each other because our lives were so tied to each other, I was like, I kept like listening to the read and like there are all these listener letters about people who like were now stuck in an apartment with someone that they were like no longer in a relationship with, and just like relationships ending badly. And I'm just like, I just want to really, really know the next person I'm with in a relationship before I take the step of like tying myself to them in such a way, because I think that getting an apartment together is almost in a way like a marriage.
Yeah,
because
you're signing documents together.
You get to choose who you sign your lease with. So I would take as long as you need to.
Exactly. So like I would, you're sharing a space with each other. But go ahead, John.
Oh, I was just going to add on because, now that you mentioned the whole lease thing, moving in with someone also factors in the part where we had this episode discourse about the financial status between two different people. Because depending on how you or your partner, whoever, decide to split the rent, some people are like 50-50, some people are 60-40, 80, whatever. It does take a toll depending on, how long. It's nice and cute at first, but when you start living together, and it's gonna, there might be some fatigue going on, either emotional fatigue or monetary fatigue, because you're going to be like exhausted of your resources, and that includes your time and your energy and your money. And so I would say, like, if I could give some advice, is just to start off like a little bit, like just go to your partner's house more often.
Ask for a key,
or like leave some stuff there before moving in
that's
right away.
that's mighty bold.
Yeah.
Or like, talk about that. Before
I think if you're there, yeah, I would never ask for that. But like, I think if you guys
would
are
ask me
spending a
for
lot
a
of
key,
time,
like
that conversation.
And what about and for what?
Right.
So you can steal all my stuff. I think nah. Come on, boy, bye. No, I'm kidding. Yes, okay. I mean, when we were talking about read listener letters,
well,
I was
hopefully
just
you
thinking
trust
about
the
that
person
letter
that
where
you're
that girl
right.
I gave my boyfriend $20 for laundry, and he didn't bring me back my change.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Wow.
No, I was just thinking about the one where the girl's boyfriend cheated on her with her friend.
Wait,
and
I
now she's
vaguely
stuck in
remember
this
this.
like expensive ass apartment in DC.
Yeah.
Oh, the rich
Because
couple.
they signed a
Yes, yes.
Yeah, because they both like make like 6 figures or whatever, but like but the only really the way they could afford to live in that place they were living at then was because they had their combined income. But now that they weren't together anymore,
Chile.
and her boyfriend doesn't even know yet that she knows that he slept with her friend.
Ooh.
Or something like that. But yeah, like I just like I think about shit like that now, and I'm just like that's always in the back of my head now, and it's like I'm hesitant to tie myself so much to someone again so quickly because just you never know. You never know what'll happen, and if things go south, and you can't know somebody that well, like you meet people these so quickly, and everything seems nice, and they're so cute, and and they're so sweet, and everything's going so well, but like. You just don't know where that person could go when things get rough. And I just don't want my fate in someone's hands like that again. Like that easily, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to be able to like in a situation. I also would want to be in a much better financial situation too. Cause then I would want to be able to be like, well, if we got to break the lease, we got to break the lease.
That's where I'm at. I just need to have the financial ability to be able to.
But I have the coin to do that if that's an option, you know?
Did you hear that stuff fall in the background? Is that what that was? Sorry. And sorry. I'm actually kind of shook because that was a photograph I had on my studio wall and it just fell off the wall. So
ooh, this is a ghost. This is probably going to be the last one, but how do you feel about living at home or dating someone who does?
Yay! It's not very ideal, but like my thing is, and I think one of the things I've learned doing this and like having a lot of these discourse talks is that like who cares about a lot of that? Like what are like, you know, and it's just like I feel like when it comes to that, if you find someone that makes you feel a certain way and like that's all, you know, and obviously like they're a good person and treat you well, then like that's all that should matter. And I think, you know, like sometimes you might have to work things out logistically, but I don't think that like who cares? Like it's hard. We're in LA, like some of us in New York. I mean, especially if you're in LA, New York, like who who, it's hard. Like you know, so who cares?
Yeah, any metropolitan city is hard to live on your own.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like torn on this one because I'm like, I was that person who was at home and was like trying to date, and like I feel that, and now at the same time, now that I have my own space, I would prefer to be with somebody who had their own space. But everyone lives with people. Like nobody is living on their own, honestly, in New York City anyway. So it's just like I'm kind of like whatever. I don't know. I'm torn. I think like it just would depend on the situation. I think if I really liked him enough and he had like things going on, like, you know what I mean, like if he was doing shit and like he was like working towards something, like then that's that. No, that.
Oh yeah, like you can't be lazy. Like I think that's what it boils down for me is like I just don't like dating lazy people. That's all.
Yeah. Joel?
Yeah. No, I think that's the answer for me too. I prefer it if someone's on their own because of logistic reasons. But it's not a deal breaker either. But the deal breaker would be like, why? Like, what is the plan? What is your goal? Because if this is how you intend to live the rest of your life, I don't know if I can do that.
Yes.
But yeah. So
That's true. That's
yeah,
real.
That's it.
Yes, all the time. Too
okay,
much.
we have
I need
30
to stop
seconds.
doing it.
Do you network
all the
and if
time
so, how
and get
so?
my life back. Yay!
I do. I'm finding my power in doing it. I'm realizing how good I am at making connections with people and building relationships. And so I'm using that because it's literally how I've been getting any of the opportunities afforded to me lately. So like I'm really like leaning into my networking, and it's crazy because networking in New York feels so different. Like I'm like networking at parties and like not even networking, but I like, you know, just building relationships with people in so many different kinds of spaces, whether they're like at convention centers or at a fucking club. You know, it just happens that way. John?
My rapid fire initial answer was
I
going to
don't
say no
do
because I think
that.
as a profession I don't do that naturally.
Yeah.
But
I have a
I think
job.
I don't do that. But I think
I have a career.
No. Well, no, if I think about it now, like if I really think about it, there's like mini versions of networking. Like even though I don't need it for my job professionally, I still build good relationships with like patients and other departments because I'm like, hey, remember that time I was like, and it's not that like it's not favor for favor, but you just end up building good rapport, and then that person's gonna want to do something nice for you.
Yeah.
And then so outside
people do
of
things for people they like.
Exactly. And then just to go back to my question of color answer, I think I'm the best supporting actress in a lot of people's lives where I can do a lot of networking for other people. Like it's not for me. It's not the benefit.
Yes.
It's not to benefit me at all. It's like I want to see my friends happy with each other or with someone new or whatever. And so I'm like really happy to play that person and be like, hey, you should talk to this person and then like watch that relationship grow from the side. I think I really like doing that. Yes.
There you go. And that's that on that.
Oh my god, episode
okay.
99.
I know. We almost there, y'all. We almost did it.
99.
All right, y'all. So that's gonna be it for episode 99. 99. Rakeem, do you want to take it away?
Well,
Any announcements?
Here's the gag. Actually, no. And
This
that's
is your
part
last
of my
your
self-care.
last few announcements.
I do have a thank you. I want to say thank you to Dipper and Fruitcake and Meatball and everyone that came out and I can't say the name of the space because they don't want us to, but everyone else that helped and the crew and like everyone that came out just to say hi and support and all the listeners that came out. Like I'm still kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Socialed out, like I'm introverted out, like I'm at my max because that was crazy. But thank you so much for everyone that came out. Yeah, there's other stuff, but I can't talk about it. But y'all just see it on my Instagram now. And yeah, what about y'all?
Okay.
You want to put out an ad about yourself, girl? A personal ad?
I don't really have any announcements.
Work.
No, my personal ad is me when I walk outside. So, yeah, no, not really an announcement. No, I'm good. John?
It's Pride Month and there's a lot of things happening. I just want people to remember to support your local grassroots organizations. There's a lot of corporations out there who are courting us, and that's nice sometimes, but support things like your local Dyke March or Dyke Day and your local trans organizations because, you know, they need, it's not just about like alcohol use and like Absolute Vodka's rainbow bottle. Like, fuck that. You know, you can't just slap a rainbow on anything. So yeah, consider supporting your queer artist all the time, not just during Pride. And announcement is just to say thank you for pulling this far with us, episode 99.
I thought we would have stopped this way before this, girl.
I just meant like
I didn't think we were gonna make it. Honestly and truly.
I just, 99, that's crazy. And we're going to be at 100 next week. And this is your last chance to send us some shit. So Thank you for
and still
supporting
do
us. It really means
if
a
you
lot.
want.
Thank you for saying hi to all of us when we're out there.
Yeah.
It really means a lot. And still do, yeah. Still say hi to us.
Oh my God, we're not
It's like
divorcing.
when your parents are divorcing, you're like, we both love you, but all 4 of us still love you.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying.
Well, we're divorcing from the show.
We're divorcing from
y'all
the
not
sh-
seeing our friendship anymore, and yeah, it's not in the public eye anymore. I also wanted to shout out Ivy Fisher, who is a wonderful black trans performer in Atlanta. She wrote an article for Wussy Mag, and it's called "What the Yeehaw Agenda Does for Queer Black People," and I really it's really a great article. So I would go ahead and check that out. And also follow her on Instagram if you don't already. It's like the
Ivy letter
Fisher.
I.
Ivy.Fischer. There you go.
Okie dokie.
Yes, the letter I, the letter
well,
V, and then
that,
dot, and then
we're going
Fisher.
to end the episode.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I haven't done this in a minute. Thank you for listening to Podcast of Color. Thank you for listening to Podcast of Color. You can find us everywhere on Podcast.
I know it's been a couple weeks.
I guess you can find us everywhere on iTunes. That's so weird. We're on.
Yeah.
We can find. Well, you can find the episode. I guess the archive of the show.
You can find us
find
everywhere
us
on the
iTunes,
past.
SoundCloud, and wherever you get your podcasts, and on Google Play. And yeah, if you want to send in listener letters or questions for the last episode, please do. We'd love to hear them and love to answer those. Send those to podcastofcolor@gmail.com. And if you have any like last minute like honey roast, I would love to do one of those next week. We could do that too. So yeah. So with that, yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Renee Bays, Rakim, John, 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 Renee.